Hey, it's Chris from The Verge, and we are here in the blazing heat of the Las Vegas desert to see the 2016 Toyota Prius. Now, this is an all-new Prius. It isn't just a refresh. As you can tell, it's a very unusual-looking car. Priuses have always been a little strange-looking, but I think that they've taken it to another level here, and it shows at the front, at the back, and on the sides. So let's take a closer look. So let's start with the back of this car. It kind of has a Mirai look to it. As you might remember, the Mirai is Toyota's new hydrogen car that they're selling in California and eventually going to sell in the Northeast Corridor. Well, now you would think that that might mean that Toyota can back off the extreme looks of the Prius and save those for the Mirai, but apparently not. I mean, look at these taillights. Look at the back end of this car. It's kind of insane. And the craziness kind of continues on the front of this car too. You have this almost angry human look with the nose where the Toyota logo is. You got a mustache, you got a mouth, a well-defined mouth, and then you have these really wild eyes that are these compound curve headlamps with these angles that jut down. It's a really strong look. Not necessarily the most attractive car in the world, but you're not going to forget it. You're not going to think that this is anything else but a Prius. All right, so let's check out the inside of the car. So the inside of the 2016 Prius might look a little familiar. It's not a lot different from the outgoing Prius in that you don't have an instrument cluster right in front of the driver. It's in the center where you have two LCD clusters, some warning lights, and a clock. Below you have the navigation system, climate control, and then this really weird placement for the transmission joystick. Kind of makes me want to play a game. And then you have this white sort of pearlescent surround that's very interesting and very striking. Almost reminds me of the first generation Volt. Down below, you have a Qi charging pad for a phone. This is wireless charging that exactly fits an iPhone 6 Plus. Of course, that's not going to do me a lot of good since the 6 Plus doesn't support wireless charging, but if it did, that would be a perfect place for it. Cup holders, pretty comfortable overall. And that's a quick look at the 2016 Prius. Still a lot of unknowns. We don't have exact fuel economy numbers. Toyota is saying something in the range of 10% better than the outgoing model, so a modest improvement, not a revolutionary change. We don't have exact pricing, and we don't have an exact availability date, although Toyota is saying early next year for that. There's also more Prius news forthcoming. There's going to be an eco model that Toyota says is going to have better fuel economy than this model, which is not a plug-in. The one we're looking at here is not a plug-in. The old Prius does have a plug-in model. We're not seeing that here yet. So more Prius news in the pipeline, but for now, from Las Vegas, that's it with the 2016 Prius.